Ritik Kumar, and I have recently graduated from BTech in CSE with honors in data science. I'm very excited and enthusiastic about dealing with big data and working with AI models, large language models, machine learning models. And I have hands-on experience of freelance projects in the domains of prompt engineering, LLM fine-tuning, retrieval augmented generation, and even full stack development. Along with that, I'm currently working as an AI engineer intern at Vahan.ai. Now let us move to the presenting of this invoice processing agent Langgraph multi-agent system. I will be running. This is my backend part, and this is the front end part. So, but the main part of this application is the backend. Part of this application is backend, and I have run the backend and also I have initialized the front end. So I am run both the servers on different ports, and this is the backend server which is like being which has three components: MCP orchestrator, model context protocol, then the Langgraph agent, which is deployed using Langgraph on the same common server, and the Atlas server that is like mocked for external tools and services. Here those tools are for like processing the OCR, and currently I don't have access to Google Vision and AWS text extract. That's why I'm using a local Tesseract for performing OCR. Let us move on to like see the execution in Vision with this UI. In this UI, this is our Lang invoice agent, and here the logs execution logs will be shown as the flow moves throughout the states of the graphs. So I will be uploading this sample invoice too, and when we upload this, the first step is that node is ingested, and after like the first step initially is in uploading to invoice to agent. Then we create a thread ID for packing it into the database, and the multi-agent workflow is initialized for that thread ID. It is connected to log stream. Then in the ingested node, the invoice is ingested. Now now the OCR is being performed on the image. That is taking time. Now we can see that the OCR was taking time. So the LLM extracted data we got from the OCR results, and then the vendor profile enrichment was also used using Clearbit, and the ERP fetch node also executed because we don't have a real ERP system here. So we have added by ourselves a hard coded number for that ERP details fetching, and in the two-way matcher node, actually it got failed because the score was not matched. Here you can see in the UI. So this is asking if I select on reject, then the flow is that it will directly go to the reconcile node. It will not go to the reconcile node, and rather it will be go to the uh, complete or end node of the Langgraph state, because it will be rejected. Rejected means this invoice detail will not be added to the account ledger systems. So to we have to see the addition of account ledger system, because in reject there is no logic. It will be directly be thrown, and the everything will be marked as completed. So we will be seeing the accept and process feature, how it works. I've clicked on it, and after clicking this, the workflow was interrupted because of human decision required. This was implemented using the interrupt method of Langgraph. Then, if as my decision was accept, so it resumed from the human review node, and from there it directly go to the reconciliation node. In the reconciliation node, ledger entries were built, and they were be like added to the approval node, where we directly see. Then the posting node we posted to the mock ERP because we don't have real ERP systems. And the notify node, it simply do notification to different channels of the client, or like it can be Slack or email. Then and it's the complete node, as we have fetched all the data. Now we can see in the database also, like this is in the checkpoints. Current checkpoint was this, in which our data was saved, and it got up to the 12th step. Now we can also see about the workflow logs. This is the workflow log in which we have reached till the complete node. In the finalizing audit and closing, every message of this particular flow is saved in this log, because so that it is a very production ready system in which directly we can query the database to see if for any given thread id or log thread id or invoice, is there any issue, or at which step it has occurred for that issue. We can also see here that in the invoices, the amount particularly at this time the we uploaded is the vendor name is same Acme Corp, because in the API hit we have marked it as like that, but that we can modify by fetching from the emails. That requires a separate system out of the scope of this current assignment. So like for the scope of this assignment and seeing all this, I have like created all the schema in the database and checkpoints and persistence in the database using the Langgraph multi-agent. Like also added LLM brain of this whole system, graphical system agent, and a simple UI to show how this agent is working perfectly till this scope of the 2-day scope. Okay, thank you.